Oh God! Some of you have actually subscribed to this. I guess I'm committed to making a couple more of these now. Oh well. I am having fun, and the real gift is the knowledge we're all sharing in together. Now, before we get started with the detail of the life of Chinggis and his conquests, first we need to set the stage, so to speak. Let's have a look at those maps of Mongolia and East Asia I know you have in front of you right now. Mongolia is located to the north of China and south of eastern Siberia, and today is completely surrounded by Russia and China, making it the world's second largest landlocked country, after its near neighbor Kazakhstan. Geographically speaking, the area we call Mongolia is roughly divided into three geographic areas. Northern Mongolia, the border of the Great Siberian Forests and Steppe, with low, old mountains and forests, and the great reservoir of Lake Baikal to the north. The Central Steppe, running through the center of the country, is the easternmost end of the Great Eurasian Steppe, which begins in Hungary. Great flat land for hundreds of kilometers in either direction, low rolling hills, and not too dissimilar from the Canadian prairie. And southern Mongolia, taken up by the Gobi Desert, made up of dry, scraggly steppe, along with gravel and sand dunes, south of which lies the grasslands of modern-day Inner Mongolia, which edges up onto the mountains which mark China's traditional northern border. Now, on average, Mongolia sees low annual rainfall, with very cold winters. The modern-day capital, Ulaanbaatar, is the coldest national capital on Earth. Imagine, essentially, Winnipeg, but if it was like that for 6 months of the year. Freak storms in summer and winter can bring snowfall in both seasons, with winter snowfall around 3 feet deep, depending on where you are in the country. And the most infamous and deadly part of Mongolia's weather is the dzud, of which there are a couple variants, such as freezing and thawing cycles, which leave a layer of ice below the snow, starving the animals, as well as incredibly low temperatures for extended periods of time. And the most common dzud being just so much snow that the animals cannot reach the grass to graze. Or even worse, a combination of all of these. Some regions of Mongolia can have negative 54 degrees Celsius temperature at night for periods longer than 50 days. For nomads who don't have permanent structures and rely on the ability to access grass beneath the snow to feed their animals, a dzud can be deadly. Entire herds can be lost. And in the dzud that occurred in the winter of 2009 to 2010, over 2 million head of livestock were lost. Due to its harsh climate, Mongolia is very unsuited for agriculture, with only the last century seeing any sort of agricultural expansion. As a result, throughout its history, its population, never very big mind you, today only having about 3 million people in an area roughly the size of France and Germany. This population has subsisted on herding, hunting, and raiding, leading to intense competition and often little cooperation between its tribes, which we'll get into next, as we show the political environment Temujin would be born into.